I told somebody, well, I didn't tell somebody. Somebody asked me to record a video of me eating my dinner. I don't know why, but they wanted to see it. Anyways, I didn't remember until this very moment. And I've like, I don't know why, but showing people that like mostly eating food is gross to me. So it's gross to me. I mean, just the look of it, the taste of it is good. So, yeah. We're down to the last couple of bites and I'm a little bit full anyways. What I put in there was some, I think it's called tiki masala, soupy whatever, with vegetables. It's like a vegetable, it's a veg, I'm not wearing my teeth so it feels weird. Did I get something stuck? Nope, but there is over there. Oh, whoopsie. Anyway, this is like mostly vegetables. So I'm determined to eat healthy while I'm in here so that I can poop properly. But also, like, I am aware of the fact that I am in a truck and I don't walk from room to room. Sorry, I'm watching this dude walk across the parking lot. And I just don't want to get fat. So, or depressed. Sugar makes me feel a little funky in the noggin. Okay. Yeah. So I got this tiki masala weird stuff. And then I got this rice. So I've had the tiki masala stuff for a couple of days, but I went to this grocery store today to get a salad because that's important. And I like to check to see if rices and stuff are on sale because they keep for a long time. But here's my salad. I have not eaten it yet. What kind is it? Oh, of course, dill. I have a thing for dill salad. It's weird, but I like it. So, rice. There's 3 kinds. Well, there was a lot of kinds that were on sale, but a lot of the ones that I like and that I've eaten, I mean, I've only tried 2. Let's be honest. I don't really try new foods that much unless someone gives it to me, then I do. Or actually, I got this app where I can order surprise bags and it forces me to eat new foods. And part of it is fun and part of it's very anxiety provoking. But I've been trying to eat new foods. But if I get to choose, I will eat the same foods all the time. Because I know what I'm getting and it's predictable and I like that. But anyways, my kind that I've tried, or the 2 that I've tried, were on sale for $2.99. When they're regularly like, I don't know, $3.49. Kind of a good deal, but not really. But then there was 3... No. Yes. Oh, I can't. Yes, 3 other kinds. One I was like, I'm not eating that. 3 other kinds that were on sale for, I think, $1.99. Yeah, it was like a whole $1 more cheaper. So I got those ones. And I'm like, well, this has beans in it. And I think beans are good for you. I mean, I know they are, but I don't know all the ins and outs of why. And typically I know that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll go down a rabbit hole tonight and research why beans are good for you. Either way, I know they are. So there was beans on the package, and I turned the package around and read the ingredients. There's beans in the bag, so figured, well, I'm going to eat that because that's healthy for me. So, yeah. And then I tasted it when it was cold, and just the rice without mixing it. Ugh, that was nasty. 1, cold rice is gross. 2, I forgot to read what flavor that was because I didn't care. I'm like, well, we're going for the health benefits, not necessarily the flavor. And it was a smoky something or another. And I don't eat anything smoky bacon, smoky chicken. I don't know if they do smoky chicken. I know they put smoky flavors on chicken, but I don't know if there's like a smoky chicken flavor. Regardless, I don't like smoke. Like that flavor on things. It's gross. Don't feed me that. I don't know why, though. I mean, even on a smoker, it's not my favorite. Confession. I did have someone smoke meat on a smoker one time, and they were so excited to share it with me, and they were like, this is the best stuff in the world. And I'm like, all right. They were very excited. I ate it out of obligation, but I did not like it. Not even a bit. Oh, now I'm doing my dishes. All right. Typically, I would use my water pump, and I'd put water in it, but the pumping is a lot of work. So if I can do it once and fill up this and then use this for whatever, and then when I'm out of this, just do this, then great. Then I don't have to lean over my seat. So I didn't even realize I'm subconsciously cleaning. Woo! That was a lot. I don't know if that was supposed to be a hiccup or a burp or both, but it didn't feel good. So, putting water in the dish. Now, there's a couple ways of doing this. I could just wash it cold, but I feel like you should kill the germs off somehow. So, I put the lid back on. And I get the clampy things to clamp. There's 4. Struggle with the 3rd one. Alright, and then we plug it back into the truck. Now I can plug it into my battery pack too. What the heck is this cord stuck on? Alright, oh, it's not stuck. I'm a ding dong. I plugged it. I realized yesterday or the day before that I have 2 cigarette lighter thingies in the front, and so I can plug my battery pack in and charge it while making dinner at the same time. So this charger thingy is in my console. So, oh my goodness, doing this with one hand so that I can talk to myself on the phone is actually not easy. So, we plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. I don't know where that comes from, but it's a thing that is sung somewhere in life. So, plug it back in. And then I turn on the truck. My sanitization station. It's not. And then radio stay on, because I don't want you on right now. Somehow you showed up the other day without my permission. Alright. Power off. Perfect. Anyway. Oh, you can see my shelf. I love that so much. I love my shelf. I love my shelves. Plural. 1 and 2. There's one back there. Oh, there's a big truck with a big trailer hooked up to it, pulling up beside me. Why is it that this parking lot's pretty much empty? Like, there's a car here and there. Okay? And like, in front of me, there's transports, but like, there's nothing. And this freaking guy, I mean, why do people do that? I do not know. Especially in this very vulnerable moment of my life where I do not want you to look at me. He's not. But I always think people are looking at me. I could probably be in a room by myself. This sounds psychotic, but I could probably be in a room by... No, I've had this happen before. Not with people. But way back in the day when I was paranoid, I used to think the bugs were looking at me. I'm petrified of bugs. I'm getting better, maybe? I just maybe react less. I still don't like them as much. I mean, I still don't like them on the same level that I didn't like them before, but the reaction is less. So I don't traumatize children, but I also know that my reaction is ridiculous. So I try not to scream at them, because they don't deserve that. I just try to murder them. So, yeah, one time... Oh, here's a story. Gosh, why do I talk about this? One time, I was in an apartment. I don't know if I was sober or not. I don't know. But I know I was young. Like, early 20s, probably. And this is before I knew what bed bugs looked like. So I was convinced that any bug was a bed bug. And I was petrified of bugs. I don't like the thought of beds, freaking bugs touching me in my sleep. That's just... There's like... Or lice. I'm petrified. I've never had it. Lord help me if I get it. I'm serious about that, God. I am very serious. Like, when I say, Lord help me if I get it, I mean, like, actually, please. Because I don't know how I'm going to be. But I've never had that. And I check myself often because I'm that scared. Like, it's a frequent thing. So, I was at my apartment. It was 2 o'clock in the morning and I was in the bathtub singing my heart out because I do that. And my hair was full of soap when a bug came crawling up over top of my amplifier. Now I know because I have researched what these things look like. I creeped myself out once just because it was worth it to verify that all the bugs on the planet are not bed bugs and they don't want to eat me in my sleep. So I know now it wasn't a bed bug. It was like a little beetle-y thing. And But I saw this thing and I was swear, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got an infestation. I was convinced. I get out of that tub and I wrap my head in a towel and I put on a house coat or a towel. I'm pretty sure it was just a towel. We're gonna go with a house coat just for the sake of it. Maybe it was a house coat. Maybe. I think it was a house coat. I don't think I would have left my house in the towel. I think a house coat. I freaking hope so. I don't know. 2 o'clock in the morning, I call a cab. Now, I wasn't married at the time. Pretty sure my ex and I weren't talking. Pretty sure we were broken up. But it was a crisis in my opinion. So I called her and I said, I'm coming over. In fact, I might move in because I'd rather live in a cardboard box than with bugs. Which now I know that there's probably more bugs in a cardboard box. They probably want to eat the cardboard box more than they want to eat anything in my house, including me. But that was not my thought process at the time. So I left my house at 2 o'clock in the morning with my hair full of soap and a house coat, and I got to her house. And as soon as I could not see the cab anymore, I stripped naked. Mostly. No, I was. I mean, like I really was. On her porch. And I mean, it wasn't our porch, man. She was not in a house. She was in like an apartment complex. There was like 20 other freaking people probably around, but it was whatever. It was dark. And I shook the living snot out of my house coat and my towel before re-putting them back on. And then I dumped my purse and I asked her kindly to check if there was any bugs in it. And yeah, then I put it back on and I went in the house, in her house. And I insisted that I was not going back home ever, I'm pretty sure, because I did not go home for a really long time. So, yeah, we weren't together at the time. It was a little not appropriate to show up at her house at 2:30 and 2 o'clock. I think it got there around 2:30, but whatever. Because of bugs, I didn't care. I wasn't going home. We were now married. That's how I saw it. I'm like, I'm moving in with you. I don't care. We'll figure it out, but I'm not going back to that house. I also was in an apartment, so I figured if we got one bug, we are getting 1 million, and they're never leaving because they're just going to go say hi to the neighbors, and then they're going to come right back when the poison's gone. I was not having it, so eventually she was like, you gotta go. And now I know, like, that's kind of nuts. So I went to my sister's house, and I said the same thing, except I think it was more insistent because I'm pretty sure that she, like, I was convinced she would keep me or put up with my crap. So I know that I was there for about 5 days until she like asked, are you seriously not going back to your house? And I said, absolutely not, without someone at least checking for me. So she was like, yeah, we gotta look. We gotta check at least. Because like, what are you gonna do? Live on my couch? To which I agreed, yes, I would be. Living on your couch forever. She's probably like that now. She's asked me to move in 1,000 times and I'm like, nope, I like my independence, thanks. But yeah, so she came back to the house. This is my little sister, too. Like, come on. But this is a real thing, a big thing when it comes to bugs. Yeah, so she looked at my house, or my apartment, and there was no bugs in it. So I emptied the tub. There was still water in it from like a week before. And, yeah, I carried on. But yeah, that's definitely a memory. All right. So, I don't know how long. Wait, I can check. I've been on that. My teeth hurt. I got I got my new dentures today. My new plasticky things that you put in my mouth. And they friggin' hurt. They hurt a lot. So, okay. I've explained this to people before. But I do my dishes with a toothbrush. And I already washed my dishes today, so... Oh, my toothbrush is in the same spot. See? Put it back. So, toothbrushes are this part is made out of the same stuff that toilet brushes are made out of, and they're made out of that because bacteria doesn't grow on them. Or so I was told. I don't know if I was told or if I looked that up. I'm pretty sure I looked it up, but I don't know. It's been a long time. My brain says this is clean. My brain says this is what you're going to need so you don't food poison yourself. So I'm cleaning my stuff with a toothbrush, not because I can't have anything else, but because I think this is probably the safest option. What is on my hand? Oh yes, I need to look into that. someone mentioned a book. I don't really read that much. I mean, I have books, but unless I'm forced to, unless my life depends on it, like the big book of AA and the Bible, no, I don't like it. I'm not a big reader. I did like poetry. There was one, like, artist? No. Writer? Author? Is an author the one that writes books or draws pictures? Nope. Illustrator is illustrating a picture. So it would be author. I'm trying to figure out, is there like a male and female form of author, or is it just author, like authorist? No, that's not a word. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So there was one, I'm trying to balance you on my steering wheel, because, it worked. Dude, good thing my windows are tinted, man. I'm a nutbar. All right, and I got my light on my lap, and my dishes in my lap. Did I rhyme? Oh no, I just said the same word twice. Wow, lady. It's 11:30 at night. So, now that it's been plugged in, I can turn my truck back off. So we're not wasting power or gas. And yeah, so usually I know that it's like hot because there's like water on the roof. And that's how I know that it's hot enough to my satisfaction to be cleaned. So I just take the water that's in the bottom and I make sure that all of the dirt, if there was any on here, is done. And then I move my paper towel. I'm just going to dry the lid right now because I don't want it doing water droplets all over the dang place. So let's look up here for a second. Can we see it? No. Your phone's in the wrong spot. All right. Okay. This is where you'd put glasses, okay? Wow. This is now my paper towel dispenser thing, because paper napkins. Yeah, because I couldn't open my glove box because it was so stuffed. Okay, we gotta put you back on the steering wheel, the lower part of the steering wheel. Oop, it's a balancing game, but the steering wheel hasn't moved since we moved you, so it should work again. It does. All right. So anyways, I turned my glasses thing into a napkin dispenser, and I freaking love it. I love it a lot. And it actually works. Like, you actually pull it out, and like, I mean, God, it's good. So my glasses are hanging on my visor to my passenger seat, because I don't typically have passengers, although I did today randomly. You know, when you have a vehicle and some of your friends don't, and they're like, hey, let's go talk, and they assume that they're going to get into your vehicle, but they don't know that you live in it. That is such an interesting conversation. That happened. All right, so this is dry. Yeah, so now we're clean. Bam! Smell test. I mean, it's probably gross to put my nose on it after, but like, it's my nose. It's not like anyone else is touching it, so... anyways, now I'm just scrubbing the sides of it and making sure that all of the foodstuffs is off of it. So yeah, like, I'm going around and I'm not doing this because I'm holding a light and have you on my steering wheel and have this in my lap, and something's going to go real bad real soon if I try doing something else, or like, I don't know, it's scary. I have a bowl of hot water and red staining whatever stuff in it, and I'm touching a lot of stuff at the same time, which means that something's going to land on me, because that is how it goes. Yeah, I did get dirt on my shirt today because I'm genius at that. And yeah, so, and I'm not anywhere near my house at the moment. Well, not house, but like my storage locker, so... And I don't know. I should check my inventory of clothes, because, I mean, I could always wash my... I know I have one dirty outfit from yesterday, and like, that's just... I went to the gym, and my entire outfit smelled like a dirty sock when I was done now. Oh my gosh, I knew it! I knew I was going to get water on me. Dang. Alright, okay, well, that could go outside now. And this is fun. I always throw my dirty dishwater in a parking lot somewhere, because I end up doing this in parking lots all the time. So, whatever, just open the door and out it goes. Okay. Round 1 is not good enough for me. I don't insist on the second round being hot. Well, like it's mostly clean, but not enough that I am okay with it. So I'm just going to put a little bit more water and do like a rinse here. And then I can see if I missed a spot, which I did. Alright, well, I can't wear these jeans again tomorrow because I smell like sauce. Which, whatever. Probably shouldn't wear pants twice anyways, but I don't really care. I mean, Kay, how much dirt do you have on you at the end of the day? When you don't, like, if you're not touching anything, I don't understand why people, okay, so we already had this friggin' conversation about bathing, but, like, clothes, too. Why do people feel the need to change their clothes constantly and not rewear things? Okay, so, like, you got your skin cells in there, fine, but, like, we have dust on things, and that is essentially, like, people's skin. So, like, if I have people's dead skin cells on my dashboard and I'm willing to leave that for a week and breathe it in, which is essentially going in my mouth, so I'm licking dead skin cell people. Ew, that's disgusting. Why did I go there? Sorry, but that's the way my brain just did that. So, if I'm willing to do that, then why the heck am I not willing to wear pants 2 days in a row? Now, I am. I don't care. But I make sure that I don't hang out with the same friends. Or I will switch pants for like a day and then go back. But apparently people keep track of the things people wear. I don't know what people wear. I promise you, unless you wore the same thing absolutely every day for probably like a month, I would not know. I have no sweet clue. Unless it's one of my favorite colors and I'm like, oh my gosh, like thrown like into another planet with happiness over the color of your shirt, which does not ever happen. I don't think it's ever happened in my life. Alright, try my toothbrush. Good enough. And put it back to where my cleaning supplies go on that side of the vehicle. Which I think I have a... Yes, I do. Why do you do this to yourself? I was cleaning over there, and I didn't put this back over here. And it is important to me to keep chemicals and dirt and hygiene stuff on this side and food stuff on that side. Because when I was at work, they didn't make me, but I feel like they did in my head. Who knows? Do a safe food course. I finished it, but the test thing went wrong because me and technology are not friends. And, yeah, so I wasn't able to write the test, or I don't know what the hell happened with the test, but regardless, I'm telling you, I have the damn thing memorized. Like, you don't have to worry about me not cooking things properly. I was paranoid before I watched that and found out what the heck can happen to you now. I used to sleep with McDonald's hamburgers. Like, I literally have pictures of McDonald's hamburgers on my pillow beside me in my sleep because sleeping with hamburgers actually makes me freaking excitedly happy. Knowing that I'm going to wake up beside a hamburger and get to eat that. Love of my life. I think we've discussed the fact that I love snacks, but like, used to take it to another level until... See? It's just shiny because it's not completely dry, but not bad, huh? Pretty clean, minus the fact that I just put fingerprints in it. Smell test, pass. So yeah, I watched safe food handling, and this thing took me forever, like hours and hours and hours. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I'm pretty sure it was hours and hours and hours, yeah. And I watched the whole thing. I'm now cleaning my spoon. Although this spoon's starting to give me the creeps, I think I need a new one. So, because there's like, now I'm not done cleaning it, but there's like, you see? Now I'm going to get all that dirt out right now, but that's dirt I can see. What about dirt I can't see? Now that's the part that creeps me out. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, recovering drug addict, I have put worse things in my system. It'll be fine. But yeah, safe food handling. So nasty. That ruined my life. I haven't slept with a hamburger since, and I'm really sad about it. Yeah, I'm really sad about it. Because, okay, like, not only did they tell you what could happen, they showed you pictures. There was pictures. And, like, little wormy videos of it, which is flippin' nasty. So, I think the most disturbing thing was worms. That's another thing I'm scared of. Worms on the inside? Please. Please. If I end up in a nut house because of that, I mean, like that, I would. There's no way. Like, I would probably go, where the heck is the end of this cord? I'd probably have to be locked up and sedated until we dealt with that, because that is just... So, safe food handling, yeah. Scared me with the little worms things and, like, bacteria and whatnot. And, of course, they have to show you the extreme versions of everything, which is fine. But, and I don't say I'm not paranoid about, like, foodborne illness, because it's not technically called food poisoning. But, because poison indicates chemical, whereas this is creating it, so it's born from it. Get it? Yeah. So, foodborne illness. I gotta go get the cord on the other side to put back in the container, which is gonna be put on my shelf. There we go. See? Wasn't long. Went to the whole other side of the truck and now I'm back. So yeah. Yeah. The whole thing from start to finish, that safe food handling course just didn't go well with my brain. Because I can bring things back in literal form. So if I'm reminded of something, I don't just think about the thing. I can see it. I can literally replay things perfectly in my mind as if it's happening right in front of me. Like I will zone into another earth and completely relive things. And that is something that I do without my own permission, relive. And it's disturbing and disgusting. So anyways, this is why I have chemicals on this side, food on that side, hygiene stuff on this side, cold stuff under the seat. Like, we got a whole thing in here just because of that stupid safe food handling course. Now, if I wouldn't have taken it, I wouldn't care as much. Probably would just have my eggs frying on the roof or something. Okay, I just did that and didn't realize I was doing it. All right, okay. Now we have to explain the Q-tip thing. I'm addicted to Q-tips. It's like one of my favorite things to do while I drive, but I have to be careful because if I am not and I hit a bump, then I will push my brain right out the other side. It's the best feeling in the world. I clean my ears way too many times a day. Like, I do this multiple times a day. I just sit here and, like, if I talk too much, which I guess I am because we're at a half an hour of talking to myself and we didn't even talk about nothing. But if I talk too much, my ears get itchy. And this is me scratching them, and I always lick my Q-tips because I can't watch myself clean my ears. I've never done that before. Ha! And around we go. Okay, don't. You're going to hurt yourself. Sorry, I'm way into this. It's good. It's so good. Okay. So, yeah, if I talk too much, my ears get itchy and I must clean them. Okay, so, and then I got paranoid. I got paranoid that my ears were going to be dirty. Oh, why do I lick my Q-tips? That's what it is. Because these things get little fur. You see how fuzzy that is? Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel things extra sensitive. So, like, I can feel those little hairs tickling the inside. Now, if they're tickling the inside, that defeats the whole purpose of freaking scratching my ears. This is a sensory thing. This is like, I ain't doing it for cleaning purposes. Rarely does dirt come out of there. Like, it's as white as when it went in. All right? Same with that end. Don't relick them after they've been in there. Because, you just never know. I'm not telling you to lick your Q-tips. I'm just telling myself, don't relick them. Don't mess that up. That's a bad idea. So, yeah, I'm doing this for the sensory purposes of it. Completely white. Not because my ears are dirty, because they're not. So, not licking them means they make my ears tickle extra, and if the point is to untickle them or scratch them. I don't want them to tickle more than when I started the whole thing. So I like them. And it dampens the little hairs. Problem solved. Easy. I've done this my whole life. I love Q-tips so much that I have had Q-tips given to me for Christmas on multiple occasions. I have a bag of Q-tips and I have a whole extra box of them in my storage locker, and then my mom has some at her house. Like, they're everywhere. Yeah, Q-tips are a thing. And then there's this whole like opinion of people where, and the internet, because the internet always has to say something about everything, about like hurting your ears and like pushing the wax down. Probably listen to them, but because I'm paranoid about that, I had my doctor check multiple times to make sure that I was not in fact shoving stuff in my ear and into my brain. I saw a bird do that. We used to have a bird growing up that did that. I didn't do that on my own accord. I just saw it and probably copied it. So, anyway. Yeah. My doctor told me that my ears were the cleanest ears she's ever seen. And there's no dirt in there. None. Zero zip. So I'm not sticking wax right in there. And I can hear things real good. So, I'm not deaf. I am getting wrinkles, though. I noticed that the last little bit. Do I just need to moisturize more? I don't know. I'm not getting that fancy extra cream. I have cream in my center console, so I'm going to put that on, but in the meantime, I'm going to shut this thing off because I've talked about everything under the sun, and I was only supposed to talk about my food. So that's me cooking and doing my dishes. That is all.